North Texas. This is NTTV Nightly News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Melanie Garcia.
And I'm Landry Brady. President Donald Trump has announced a 10-day ceasefire in Lebanon that pauses fighting between Israel and Lebanon. It began a few hours ago. The two sides exchanged deadly fire before the truce. Trump claims he had excellent talks with leaders of both countries before making the announcement. Also, that he's inviting both men to the White House in the next few weeks. The conflict with Hezbollah has been a key striking point in the negotiations. U.S. officials say troops in the Middle East are still getting ready to resume combat if Iran negotiations fail. On the home front, President Donald Trump's efforts to build a White House ballroom has come to a halt. A federal judge has ordered Trump to pause construction on the project. The judge rejected Trump's claim that the ballroom must move forward for national security reasons. Although crews can still work on the bunker part of the project, construction on the ballroom itself would have to wait for congressional approval. The judge is giving the White House 1 week before the stop order takes effect because he anticipates Trump will appeal.
While millions of dollars in the ballroom renovation is on hold, the Trump administration has cut $11 million from Catholic Charities, a Florida nonprofit that is a major support to children. Ironically, the cuts come at the same time Donald Trump is publicly criticizing Pope Leo. The administration claims its goal is to cut down on illegal entry and trafficking of unaccompanied alien children through Miami. However, even two Republican congressmen have written a strong letter to the administration asking the funds to be reinstated because of their positive impact on charities in the area.
Mel, I don't know about you, but I have been loving the weather lately.
Yeah, Landry, I have to agree, but it has been a bit gloomy outside.
Yeah, but hopefully our weather anchor Grace Escobel can give us some bright news for our first look. Grace?
Landry, Melanie, I do have good news. It seems like the spring showers are a little bit taking a pause for just a little while. It is pretty muggy out though since we did get that rain last night, and I'm hoping that goes away soon. Currently it's 85 and feels like 89 with a 15-mile-an-hour breeze. Tonight it's gonna stay pretty warm. I like that though. I don't want it to get too cold at night. I'm appreciating that. It's only gonna be 73, feeling like 75 with our breeze at 12 miles an hour. Tomorrow we're gonna be seeing a lot of similar temperatures that we've been seeing this week, with our high reaching 80, feeling like 83. But the big thing tomorrow is our breeze is going to be at 20 miles an hour. That's all for First Look. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Grace. A new drone manufacturing facility could be flying in some real money to the Denton economy. NTTV's Jenny Yanis joins us now with a closer look at what that means for the community. Jenny.
A new drone manufacturing facility could soon be coming to Denton, bringing potential job opportunities and economic growth to the area. City officials say the project could help position Denton as an emerging hub for technology and innovation. To help make that happen, city leaders are considering nearly $1 million in tax incentives. The reasoning is that the plan will bring hundreds of new jobs and millions of investments to Denton. And as the industry continues to grow, students here at the University of North Texas are already getting hands-on experience in the field. NTTV's Elias Freeman takes a closer look at drone class and how it's preparing students for future careers.
The University of North Texas Mayborn School of Journalism offers a class on drone flight for its students who are interested. The class is taught by Mayborn professor Thorne Anderson and covers all things regulations and flight itself.
These are really fun and interesting classes that students have a great time with. All my classmates have never said a negative thing about this class. They love it. They like learning from Thorne. He's a great professor for this kind of stuff.
Journalism is always changing, and this class offers students of the craft an opportunity to get hands-on experience with some of the newer technology entering the field. Whether it's an in-class activity or out-of-class activity, the students are now able to check out the drones on their own. Studies have shown that students select their electives based on their career path, and Professor Thorne Anderson insists on the value of this course.
I use drones in my journalism practice. In filmmaking, I find that drones can be very, very helpful. And certainly for a lot of stories where your idea is to tell a story that involves a big spatial relationship, for example, then drones are really great tools. So for some of these students, I hope they do go on from this class to become licensed pilots and employ drones in storytelling in their career.
For NTTV News, I'm Elias Freeman.
Wow, I don't know about you guys, but I'd sure like to get my hands on one of those drones. So back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Jenny. Sometimes having your vehicle at a train crossing is scary, but for Plano Tesla driver Joshua Brown, it was a nightmare. Brown is stopped at a crossing with flashing warning lights and the gates down. While he was relaxing for a moment, the Tesla autopilot unexpectedly engaged. The vehicle broke through the crossing arm, shattering his windshield of his car, all while a DART train was speeding towards him. But miraculously, he cleared the track with no injuries. The incident was captured on the Tesla's camera, and Tesla took possession of the vehicle to investigate the cause.
Coming up, the effect of the year-long ban on students' cell phone usage in Texas public schools.
And the newest update on the lawsuit against the Texas hemp ban. We'll be right back after the break.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Edison Stewart.
And I'm Alexandria Teeters.
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that it?
That's it.
Nothing can stop me now!
Yeah.
TRIO is a federally funded grant program. It was funded in the 60s, and it supports student success and student retention. So we have a lounge, computer lab, free printing for our students. We also provide one-on-one advising services for our students, as well as career exploration and prep. Students who are eligible for TRIO include those who are first-gen, low income, or have a disability. They just have to meet one of those three. There are many benefits to being in TRIO. Some of the general ones are the services we provide. The other benefits include creating a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and giving a safe space for students to come. Students can apply for a program by either coming in person and scanning a QR code, or they can also visit our webpage that has a direct link to our online application. And students need to know that we are here to help.
After a controversial school year at the University of North Texas, students have voted for a new student body president. Daria Smith spoke with me about her vision for the university and how her campaign struggles pushed her further into success.
We're not doing it for a title, we're doing it to help the student body.
The UNT student body officially elected their student body president, Daria Smith, for the next school year.
I have all these bright ideas for the student body, why not advocate as student body president?
Smith is a pre-law major at UNT, and with an overwhelming 62% of the over 1,000 student votes, Smith is now president. But the campaign did not come without its challenges.
My mentee Virtue passed away, and she was on the campaign team. Going through that, we really prioritized being together as one and making sure that if I'm not at my best, my VP candidate is at her best.
However, despite the bumps in the road, Smith is moving forward to uphold her campaign promise to unite the student body.
It's really just an ultimate of just uniting the student body, not just, focusing on one race, ethnicity, religion, etc. We're all united as people.
With the controversies and upcoming changes at UNT, Smith says she is ready to face those challenges through better communication.
We really want to make sure that the transparency over, student activities, but also from the administration is coming to us students.
Smith's official first day in office has not been set, but she says she is ready to serve the university sometime at the start of next semester. For North Texas Television, I'm Landry Brady.
Why pick up a phone when you can pick up a book? After nearly a year of Texas House Bill 1481, which bans phones in public schools, Dallas ISD is seeing the positive effects. School district officials say that there has been a significant increase district-wide in library book checkouts. The cause, students no longer having cell phones with them during the school day. Since the start of school to March 31st, 2026, there has been more than 200,000 additional books checked out compared to the previous school year. That is a 24% increase.
Although for a group of Texas small businesses, the question of is the hemp ban on or off is leaving them in limbo. NTTV's Alexis Flatten has more.
The economy is uncertain right now, but for the hemp industry, it's being uprooted.
A lot of smoke shops in Texas are new. The majority of them opened up within the past 5 or 6 years. The majority of them only sell consumables. This will put them out of business.
The state is cracking down on businesses that sell hemp by regulating what products are sold, how they are sold, and who is allowed to buy them.
Every time something like this happens, I do worry for my job, even though the store has been here for so long. I have 3 coworkers. If something devastating happens, the store will just close, and I will have no job, and neither will they.
Law and legislation are going back and forth on these issues, but for the employees of the stores, the future is uncertain.
There's no safety blanket here except what we can hope is granted to us by the state, and usually that's 2 weeks.
A lawsuit from the hemp industry led to a temporary restraining order on April 10, 2026, halting the ban on smokable THCA products. The next hearing is scheduled for April 23rd. And while the legislators are smoking out the hemp business, the street market has a chance to grow.
Legislators can say they're trying to do what is best for their average everyday Texan, but at the end of the day, they're pushing 6-year-olds into the hands of drug dealers.
For now, the Texas hemp industry has less than 2 weeks, but the laws can change at any time.
It's just kind of hope for the best, get ready.
NTTV will be following this story as it develops.
There's been a wave of bad weather all across the nation.
And while it hasn't been that bad here in DFW, we still had our fair share of rain over the last couple of days.
That's right. Our weather anchor, Grace Escobar, is back to tell us all about this spring weather. Grace?
Thanks, guys. Before we get into the weather here in North Texas, we need to talk about the severe hail that has been raining down in the central United States. Yesterday evening, golf ball size hail rained down in Ohio. There have been more than 24 reports of tornadoes, including one that ripped through Missouri. In Wisconsin, severe flooding has caused residents to have to evacuate Wednesday afternoon. High water was also an issue in Michigan, with a flash flood and flash flood watch going into effect in central Michigan. Luckily, we won't be getting any severe weather here in North Texas. As we look across our map, we can see a mix of mid to high 80s. In Denton, it's 85, the same in McKinney and in Dallas and Fort Worth. Up north, it's just a tiny bit cooler at 83 in Sherman, Gainesville, and Bowie. And as we look across the state, we're seeing very similar temperatures. The warmest temperature on our map is in Austin at 87 degrees, and it's the coolest in Abilene and in El Paso, but pretty nice across the state for this time of year. Now, as we look at our 7-day forecast, we can see that a lot of the rain is not going to be hitting us this week. We've been seeing a lot of spring showers recently, but it looks like we're going to have some nice weather as we start to move into late April. Saturday will be the coldest temperature of the week, and it's only going to be 64 degrees with a low of 40. Sunday is going to be the sunniest day at 74, and it's going to have a low of 47. Monday and Tuesday are going to be at 71, but we're going to have a low of 55 on Monday and 62 on Tuesday. Tuesday is also the only day that we are going to see a chance of rain, only at 36%. On Wednesday, it's going to be 81 and feel like 67 at night. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a high of 82 and 68. It's going to be partly cloudy. It's going to be partly cloudy majority of these days, but I'm a pretty big fan of the weather as we're kind of not really getting a lot of rain. I'm hoping the humidity also clears up. Friday, as we talked about in first look, is going to be the only day that's kind of cloudy. We will see some clouds on Tuesday, but we're only going to have AM showers that day. So it should be Thank you for looking at the weather. We'll be back after this short break.
I warned them that this was dangerous, but did they listen? No!
I've been having these dreams.
Welcome in.
This is part of the process, Eric. I only want what is best for you.
You want me to go on and on with the program until there's nothing left of me.
We are one now. Our goals are the same.
No, they're not.
Evil lies here. Go! Get that! Be gone, evil spirit!
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell and I'm joining you here today in the Union Parking Garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
With all of the spring weather, you've probably seen a lot of people biking around Denton, but watch out for any impromptu bad weather. Also, biking requires some simple safety measures when it comes to hitting the streets. With more on that, live reporter Nick Stocklosa joins us. Nick.
Thanks, guys. It sure is nice outside, and if you're planning on riding your bike, experts are urging that you stay safe. It's especially important that you protect your head, but experts say most bikers don't even wear their helmets. In fact, I hardly see anyone wearing their helmets here on campus. According to the CDC, nearly 1,000 bikers every year die in an accident. Another estimated 120,000 more are taken to the emergency room. Sometimes it's because of an injury to the head. A helmet is the most important piece of gear to wear while riding. The most protective helmets are ones that meet U.S. consumer product safety requirements. So be sure to search for a label inside the helmet that says tested and certified to make sure you're not buying a knockoff. You can easily go online and order a certified helmet, but it's highly encouraged that you go to a store and try on helmets and be sure you get one that fits snug to your head. And finally, if you're wearing a helmet, be sure that the strap is fastened tightly. From NDTV Nightly News, I'm Nick Stocklosa. Over to you, Layla, at the Lost and Found.
In the double box. Cute.
No, Nick, I don't see your helmet. I hope you do find your helmet because next week the union will be selling unclaimed lost items. It is the end of the semester, so students will leave unclaimed items around the union. For instance, we have this water bottle, headphones, even this fugly looking bear, and a lot of other stuff. Now all these cool items are up for grabs at a discounted rate, and you can buy them next Wednesday at the Lost and Found sale from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It all takes place in room 394. All profits go directly towards student scholarships. You know there's going to be a rush, so don't wait. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Layla. Coming up, UNT students use their creative skills to make some cash.
And a huge shakeup in the world of live event ticketing. We'll have more after the break.
Yes, jibber jabber.
Jibber Jabber is a man-on-the-street NTTV show for Instagram that's in its 7th season. With 2 hosts, 1 comfy chair, and a Would You Do Something bowl.
Pretty much the gist of our show is that we're going to be inviting UNT students, all of our lovely family over, and we're going to be talking to them. And when we run out of things to say, we're going to ask them.
Would you do something?
I think we're ready to do something.
Fortnite son or Minecraft daughter?
What could be better than turning your creative talent into a little cash on the side? NTTV's Riley Oldenburg says one of those opportunities is perfect for our students with an artistic eye. Riley?
That's right, Melanie. UNT hosted its annual Art Mart on Tuesday, where artists of all genres had the opportunity to show off their art and sell it.
On Tuesday, April 14th, UNT hosted its annual Art Mart, where artists of all trades showed up to sell and show off their creations.
I like to make whimsical, very cutesy stuff. My favorite medium usually to work with is watercolor, so I do a lot of like watercolor with like fairies and just cute. I feel like all my stuff is very cute. I feel like it can bring some joy to people. Just something to like brighten up like their car or their room.
You can find her creations at art_by_Naomi C on Instagram, and you can find her banner making business at banners_by_Naomi.
I want people to gain like a self-confidence. I feel like when you put on my brand, you feel more confident and you feel like elevated. This is all handmade leather work, and then this is also my brand. So just doing a little mix of both, of my sewing and then also manufacturing.
They had over 70 vendors show up with prints, paintings, jewelry, self-care products, stuffed animals, and more. With NTTV News, I'm Riley Oldenburg.
The Art Mart is the perfect way to grow your small business, connect with other creators, and share your creations. If you're interested in being part of this for next year, just make sure to submit a vendor application before the deadline.
Thanks, Riley. The art at UNT isn't just shown or sold, you can also hear it. NTTV's Camden Rensink is live at the Global Rhythm Ensemble concert happening on campus later tonight. Camden?
Thank you, Landry. We're live here at UNT's Paul Vortman Concert Hall as ensembles get ready for the Global Rhythms concert later tonight at 6:30. The concert will feature music from around the world. I'm here with percussion coordinator Mark Ford to talk about the concert. Mark, what makes the music so special tonight?
Oh, the music tonight is super special because it represents our wide diversity of culture here in the College of Music. The groups tonight are going to feature our South Indian Cross-Cultural Ensemble, our gamelan from East Asia, and then we're going to have a Guatemalan marimba band, and then we're going to have our steel drum bands that are going to close out the show. And these are just samples of many of our world music ensembles that we have in the percussion area here at UNT.
Yeah, and speaking of culture, how do you think that will impact the community?
Well, it already has, because this is a concert, it's in its 30th year, and so this is an anniversary year for us. And we have our graduates that have gone off into the world over all these 3 decades and taking these experiences and creating their own steel drum bands or their own African ensembles or their own other different type of world ensembles that they direct. And they're sharing it to students all around the country. And it's really been impressive. And so the impact here is it's just establishment of who we are. We do things, a lot of things really well. We do things like with jazz, we do things with concert bands and orchestras, of course, and we're really fantastic with percussion too. So this is part of our legacy.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your time, Mark. Now, if that sounds like music to your ears, you can still catch the performance later tonight at the Paul Vortman Concert Hall or live on the UNT College of Music's website. For NTTV Nightly News, I'm Camden Rensink. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Camden. When it comes to getting a ticket to a hot concert, Live Nation and Ticketmaster were your choices. But a blockbuster court decision may change that. A jury has found Live Nation and subsidiary Ticketmasters were working as illegal monopoly, controlling every aspect of the live music ecosystem. Operating in over 50 countries and selling tickets to over 50,000 concerts and festivals a year, the company recorded a $6.4 billion profit in 2025. Live Live Nation agreed to create a $280 million settlement fund for the 40 states that joined the Justice Department of Plaintiffs. Ticketmasters must now allow competitors like StubHub to list tickets directly on its website, current prices, comparisons directly in front of consumers.
Spring is a big time for sports.
Yeah, Landry, from the NFL draft to hockey, there is always something for our sports anchor Elias Freeman to tell us about. Elias, what do you have for us today?
I've said it before and I'll say it again, spring is my favorite time of year for a reason. From professional athletes to prospects, I've got it all after the break.
Late night at North Texas. Late night at North Texas. Late night at North Texas.
Color the world with peace and joy.
Tell me, Diva, what's the tea?
My Nisha drag is dumb.
The spirits have guided you to me.
For the first time in franchise history, the Dallas Stars have achieved a 50-win season 3 times in a row. The 50th win came from a close game last night against the Buffalo Sabres, who were second in their conference and first in their division. The Stars bested the Sabres in a shootout to mark this franchise first. The Stars' regular season closes with a win, and their playoff run starts on Saturday at home against divisional rival the Minnesota Wild. The pressure is high as the Stars head into the playoffs for the 6th year in a row. But the Stars haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1999 when they beat the Sabres in Game 6 triple overtime with one of the most controversial goals in NHL history. And UNT's very own Megan Nestor has signed a rookie-level contract with WNBA team, the Chicago Sky. The signing comes off of Nestor's lone season with the Mean Green, which was one of the most dominant in program history. Nestor started all 33 games, averaging 13 points and 14 rebounds per game. With 464 rebounds, she led the NCAA and broke the American Conference single-season rebounding record. Nestor was also the 3rd player to have a 30-for-30 game in the NCAA since the 1981 to 1982 season. There's no question that Nestor is one of the greatest to ever do it here at UNT, and as she moves into the WNBA, she carries the Mean Green name after her only Division I basketball season was hosted by the Super Pit. The NFL draft is 1 week from today, and we are looking ahead to the future of the National Football League. After missing the playoffs last season, the Dallas Cowboys are sitting at pick 12 and 20 for the first round on April 23rd. This year's draft is full of talent, with national champion Fernando Mendoza expected to go first overall to the Las Vegas Raiders. Mendoza is the first from Indiana University to win the Heisman following his performance in the 2025 season. For more draft news, tune in tonight to NTTV's Draft Edition of Sports Zone, where our own analysts will do film studies, share their draft predictions, and break down the future of UNT in the NFL Draft. That's all I have for sports for today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Elias. Landry, we got so many dubs last night in Fortnite. We were so locked in.
Yeah, Melanie, I was laser focused last night. Thank God no one was trying to call me.
Well, it's funny you say that because last night someone was so focused their family member couldn't reach them and called the police for a welfare check. Scott Knoll has the story. Check this out.
Westlake police at the home of a 91-year-old woman Thursday night.
783, garage doors open. We're gonna make entry.
Police, her family, all unable to get a hold of the homeowner.
And vehicles in the garage.
The woman, a part of the city's Are You OK program. We've told you about it before.
Hello. This is the Are You OK?
Allowing residents to sign up for a daily call to check in, make sure everything's all right.
It is a really nice service that has saved lives in the past.
In January, we told you about how it led police to a woman who fell inside her home and couldn't get back up. This time, another woman not answering the call.
Everyone's a little bit alarmed that she was missing these contacts.
What would police find this time?
Westlake Police!
To protect the woman's identity, police didn't release any more of that video. But what happens next, no one would have guessed.
Turned out to be all okay. Everyone got a good laugh out of it.
Police found her all right in her room. We'll let the officers called to dispatch explain the rest.
We're here with her now. She's playing video games in her bedroom.
Police say not just playing video games, but trying to beat her record level, officers say. in the process missing those attempts to check in on her. But we're told thankful police came out.
I could not imagine how worried her family was. But I bet she was playing something really fun.
Yeah, it seems like she was having a blast to me.
Thank you for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again next week here on North Texas Television.